Challenge activity 3.3.2, interpreting R squared. Remember, R squared is when we talk about how much of the variance that one variable explains of the other. So we'll talk about that in a little bit more detail once we go through the problem to make sure it's clear. A school is trying to determine if physical activity affects academic performance. The plot below shows the relationship between the amount of exercise a student gets per week and the student's score on a math final exam. The linear regression output is given below. So here we have an X amount of exercise per week in minutes, and then we have the math final exam score, ironically, a math final exam. So we need to just find our R squared, which is pretty easy. It says R squared, from the results. So we're going to type in 0.607069. So it says the score on the math final exam explains how much of the variance in amount of exercise per week. So notice we're talking about the response variable and then the predictor. So the idea is the closer this R square is to 1, the more it explains the variance. In this one, I would say it would be some, but not most. If it was, say, for example, 0.9 or even 0.8, we would say it explains most of the variance. But in this situation, it's closer to 0.5. It's a little bit more moderate. So I would say some. Let's check. There you go. So this is a really good explanation down here. It says an R squared of 0 means that none of the variance in the response variable is explained by the predictor variable. And as we talked, the closer it gets to 1, the more it explains. So if you have any question about R square or the variance or this challenge activity, let me know.